Alright, welcome back. Let's talk about Maximus. First of all, not financial advice. I'm just presenting a new project, possible opportunity. I do not want you guys to miss out. Okay? That's why I'm doing this. So, I'll give you guys all of the resources. You guys should go do your own due diligence and research. But I'm just going to tell you guys what I believe and what I think. Alright? And this is time sensitive. Listen, you need liquid hex to participate. Where's the price right now? It's pretty low. All right. It's at 13 cents. Will it go lower? Maybe. It all depends on when Pulse Chain comes out, I believe. But I do believe we're getting real close. 4 weeks, maybe 2. I don't know. But it doesn't matter. If you'll see why, because it's all about units. So I guess it does matter if you wanted more units of hex, right? Tokens. But this is not even hex. Give me a second. So chart wise, this looks very familiar. Looks like the Wall Street cheat sheet, doesn't it? Has it bottomed? High probability. I'm telling you, the minute we get a confirmed date, or Richard makes a video and he's like, listen, pretty much everything is done, it's, the price will probably start going up. We got a little hammer right here on the daily for today. Today's the 7th. So, but it doesn't matter because Maximus is going to be coming out very shortly, probably in a day or two, where you could mint your MAXI coins, and it'll run for 2 weeks. So you're only going to have 2 weeks to do this. Because they're trying to get this done before Pulse Chain goes live. Because it just makes everything easier, because everyone's going to get a copy of their coins. And they want to take advantage of the Hedron bonuses, right? Because that is still running. And Hedron is an encapsulated stake of Hex. But I'm more excited about Maximus. So let's talk about Maximus. Also, before I do, I guess you could buy Ethereum on Apple Pay now. Might want to look into that. So what is Maximus? Maximus is a smart contract. It's 100% trustless DeFi, and it's a very simple contract, smart contract. Everyone pools their hex together. They put it into the smart contract. The smart contract on its own stakes the hex for 15 years max length, okay? Why would you want to do this? Well, for small fish, it helps them tap into that high yield that Hex offers, because bigger pays better. Longer also pays better, right? So why would you do this? Well, you're going to mint a MAXI coin. The MAXI coin is a representative of that pooled Hex for 15 years out, okay? Now, you can go to the website, right? There's videos, few charts, very clean website. It's nice. There's also a 5-minute video. Goldkey is is one of the guys behind this. And then there's the security audit video by Dipcatcher on YouTube. I'll put them in my newsroom, the links. So the audit went good. They did not find any possible exploits, and there's only like five rows of code that are possible, I believe. I'm no dev. But that's what was audited. The only thing they found was lowering some of the gas fees with the code they were using. The code they used, the Salinity code, is already been used before and it's been tested, and it's pretty basic. What are the risks? Well, the only risk I was really worried about is, can anyone find an exploit and then emergency and stake that giant pool? No, because it doesn't have that function. It doesn't even have that function to be able to do that. The other risk is minting, I guess, infinity MAXI coins or whatever, but that's not that's like never really happened with the RC20s. So I think it's good, but you should go and check out this video. He talks about, it's hour 23 minutes about the audit. All right, so let's get back to this. I am excited about this, and this really rewards Hex Maximus, if you want to say. Because as of late, a lot of people have been chasing every shiny thing out there, right? And I really haven't been promoting anything, any other projects that are going to be launching on Pulse Chain. And why? Because I believe Hex is going to really perform really well, more than anyone may believe or realize. Why? Because it's extremely illiquid. And who's going to be selling on Pulse Chain in the beginning? Eventually, yeah, I mean, as the price goes up, you're going to see it again, right? Emergency end stakes, and people are going to try to lock in profits, this and that. Also, a lot of people who took, a lot of those early whales who took profits last year, they might have thought Hex was going to be higher by now. They might have thought Pulse Chain would have came out by now. And it didn't, and the price is down. What does that mean? That means that they might have spent all their money, and now they're forced to sell Hex at a low price to pay for taxes, basically. That would explain a lot of this selling, I believe. Could be wrong, but I think some of that has to do with it, okay? And this is all despite that the liquid supply has been dwindling substantially. If you guys have gone on Staker app, check it out. We're almost at 90,000 stakers. That's a lot. That's like over 30,000 more stakers from, like, what was it, 4 or 5 months ago at all-time highs. So the liquid Hex is being dispersed properly, as it should, to more users. And the network effect is still happening. It does slow down during major corrections, but more people are entering the ecosystem, which is very healthy for the next bull cycle and run, especially when Pulse Chain goes live, right? All right, so knowing all that, in the private group, I was telling everyone there is opportunity costs to chasing other things and sacrificing too much, because at the end of the day, if you were staked for the past like 6 months, you've been accumulating more Hex while everyone else has been waiting for Pulse Chain to go live, right? Now, we sacrificed for Pulse Chain and Pulse X, super bullish on them, right? But I didn't do too much. I did enough in dollar value, but my total bag of Hex, unit-wise, not a large percentage whatsoever. Now, why? Well, one of the main reasons is I was staked, but another reason is opportunity costs. So I restaked, and I've been accumulating more and more Hex this entire time, right? This also gives me the opportunity of swapping Hex for Pulse Chain and Pulse X on any dip or just day one or whatever, right? So there'll be that opportunity. Also, I'll be able to provide liquidity. But because I was such a Hex Maxi, it's really, really paid off with Maximus now. So let me explain more about it. That pool, it doesn't sound exciting, but that pool represents future value. And actually, the pool and the MAXI tokens that are minted is it's future value. It'll gain value based on the T-share rate. Okay, so if you max length stake, you're getting the 2x bonus, but you're also locking in that share rate, and you're locking in the bonus with the Hedron, and you're locking in the claim for all of the Hedron if Hedron becomes valuable someday. I don't know, but that's just an added perk. So what value will a 15-year stake be if it's in the present? Now, there's a few factors that we don't know, right? How much is gonna get pooled, right? And how many participants is very important. Now, you can look at it both ways. If the pool is small, it's a low supply. The pool is large and there's a lot of participants, then there's a larger supply of MAXI coins. So again, all this is, it's very simple. You're just interacting with a smart contract, 100% trustless, no admin keys. The smart contract will take your hex, it'll put it in the pool, and then it'll stake it for 15 years. And then so if you put in 10,000 hex into the smart contract, you could instantly mint 10,000 MAXI coins, tokens. It's 1 for 1. Very simple. That MAXI token will represent your share within the pool that is a 15-year stake. Okay? Richard said this. What is more attractive than the hex chart? It's the T-share chart, right? The T-share rate chart. It's this thing. This actually outperformed the hex chart. Very important. How many T-shares is this Maximus pool going to represent? We don't know. Okay? So let's hypothetically think that maybe a billion, or maybe 500 million, right? Or let's do a billion. It'll probably be like that, something. There'll be a billion MAXI tokens minted because a billion hex went into this pool. Okay, well, 1 billion MAXI is actually not that big of a supply. It's smaller than hexes. Hex is probably around, I don't know. It's a guessing game, really, because you don't know what the OA really has. But I'm guessing 10 to 6 billion. Liquid hex are in wallets that can be dumped onto the market, because that's, at the end of the day, that's the only thing that matters. It's not the total supply. So when you're looking at coin market cap and all these fake measures, you really want to look at it in the perspective of how much hex can be at any given moment sold onto the order book, right? So if hex is like 6 billion and MAXI's at 1, and MAXI is backed by hex and its T-share rate and T-shares and a 15-year stake, which will be a lot of T-shares, it'll probably do good. Okay? Now, I don't want to get you guys too overhyped, but I like it. If anything, pocket change. Okay? If anything. Okay? I'm going to do more. So if you don't have any liquid hex, like, do something and get some. I'm willing to bet there's going to be some emergency on stakes this month or the next couple weeks as the minting process begins for MAXI. Okay? Another reason why I like it, if it does good, right, it performs, it's like a Trojan horse. You could get on CoinMarketCap. It'd be crazy if we got on page 1, right? That'd be awesome. And that'd be hilarious, awesome, and it's a simple ERC20 token, just very simple. There's no crazy yield functions or anything in it like Hex. It's not complex at all. And it could be easily listed anywhere if there's liquid supply to be had to be listed. But I don't see why it won't, make its way eventually places where Hex is gatekept and can't, or is kept on page, what is it, 3 or 2 of CoinMarketCap? Crap. All right, so it's really that simple. MAXI's a call option on Hex. Okay, so what else? It would be cool if it got listed on major exchanges like Coinbase or something, but who knows? It also, so there's a lot of benefits that MAXI's gonna have for Hex itself. For one, it's really, really positive for Ethereum Hex. Basically, because the gas fees are I don't know, never going to get fixed on Ethereum unless they probably do a hard fork or something. To go to proof of stake. But it's still just positive for Ethereum Hex because instead of restaking on the ETH Hex pair, you could just join this pool, and the pool itself, just one, it's like one entity, right? So the gas fee is cheaper. So instead of having 10,000 people staking 555, you just have one entity do it for all of them, and it saves a bunch of value and money and gas fees for the entire ecosystem. And it's cheaper to do this for everyone. If you're gonna make a Quattro Cinco 5555 stake, you might as well do it with the pool, because you don't know if you're going to be able to afford to end stake that 15 years from now on the Ethereum network. You just don't know. But with this pool, you have a better likelihood well, you have that likelihood because you have the MAXI token, right? Oh, so the MAXI token, by the way, this is kind of important, I forgot to mention. The reason it's valuable is when that 15-year stake comes due, the only way you get your Hex plus the yield and rewards and the Hedron is with the MAXI token. So then you put it back into the contract and you mint back into your wallet all the Hex, plus all the yield is generated in 15 years. All the emergency end stakes, the bonuses. And then if the pool is over 150 million Hex, you also get a 10% bonus on top of that. So right away, that's what gives it value, is because the MAXI token will be redeemable in the future 15 years from now. It's a really long call option, just with a lot less risk. I don't want to say no risk, but I can't say that. There's but virtually, essentially no risk. It's if you know what call options are, it's there's a lot more risk. But I trade options, and if you catch a good trade, it's like leverage. It's a lot of leverage, but there's a lot of risk. Call options. Also, there will be opportunities to provide liquidity, and if you're gonna do liquidity providing, which would be very lucrative, I think Hex is gonna do very, very well on Pulse Chain as soon as it launches. Some people are gonna provide liquidity for the MAXI token in Hex, but you have to be careful. It's not for everyone. You have to understand impermanent loss, and you have to understand when to pull your gains. I don't really want to give too much on that, but there's huge opportunities there as well, and there's things people could do to make sure MAXI does good. And you could do other liquidity providing for other coins as well, right? So because of Hart's law, as Pulse Chain goes up, so will everything else. Also, there's gonna be. Remember, we all sacrificed a lot of money or a lot of crypto. That's there, and the AMM bot. And when those gates open, and I'm really hoping stable coins have. It'd be amazing if it was 1-to-1, right? Value. That would be insane. It would be the biggest crypto event ever if that actually played out, which I don't know if it will, but one could dream. So will there be times MAXI trades above Hex, below Hex? Yeah, absolutely, especially the first 2 weeks of this mint cycle. Afterwards, we don't know, because it depends on who gets in. And I hate to say it, but if some of the the wrong whales get in. It's they've tiny little hands, It's like first time they see money, they're like, I gotta run and lock that in and market dump and destroy my gains with slippage. And I hate these people, but it doesn't matter because there's opportunity that opens up opportunities for strong hands like myself. So we don't know how many participants. The Telegram's got like 800. I'm assuming because these guys are doing rounds, a lot of people are gonna get in. But I also believe a lot of people chased a bunch of shiny stuff, and they might be out of liquid hex, liquid cash funds, and that's great. That's awesome, and I believe it's an opportunity. Okay, so what else? So will MAXI reduce buying pressure on Hex? I do not believe so. Why? Because I think it'll bring more eyes and more people to Hex. And I also believe that some of the people who might be trading this are going to trade MAXI and Hex. And there'll be times where MAXI might be at a discount to Hex or a premium. And maybe it'll just be a premium. We don't know. Okay? Because, again, I do not know how many participants and what type of peeps they are and how much liquid hex they have. But I do know them, this is probably going to do well. That's what I believe. I could be wrong, right? I can't say that. So, they're going to launch soon. You'll be able to mint soon. So get your hex now. All right, guys? You need liquid hex. It's just that simple. If you chased all the other shiny shit out there and you don't have any more, opportunities always present themselves to the patient. And that's just how it is. So what else? I do not think it'll reduce selling pressure on Hex. I do not. Matter of fact, this is an event where a lot more liquid Hex is going to get taken off the market. A lot, it's just another event. It's not a sacrifice. You're just pooling with a smart contract, but it's like a sacrifice, right? So a lot of people sacrifice their Hex for Pulse Chain and Pulse X, and we all believe that Hex will never come onto the market again, which reduces the liquid supply of Hex, right? Well, this is kind of just like that. Actually, it's better because it's actually getting staked. Will it reduce the APY? Yeah. So if you're not participating and you have liquid hex, it's kind of diluting you. So it behooves you to participate. Will the OA participate? I don't think so, because then that's making the APY drop even more. Will this ratchet up the T-share rate? Yeah. Well, it all depends how many people take part. Will this only be a one-time thing? I don't know. If it's only a one-time thing, it's a one-time opportunity, because the only way you're ever going to get MAXI is on the market from someone else who's willing to sell it at who knows what price per hex or stable or whatever you have, right? But I think it would be cool if this was like a once-a-year event. This is kind of like a big payday every year, or like a Bitcoin halvening, right? It's kind of like that. So, and it's bullish for Hex. No matter how you look at it, it reduces the liquid Hex supply. And again, Trojan horse. And I like the I like the logo. I like I love the movie Gladiator. Just MAXI itself, that's a Bitcoin thing, but these guys turned it, are taking the toxic MAXI ethos from the Bitcoin MAXIs and turning it right side up into a positive thing. So this is proof that being a Hex MAXI is the way to go. It might be very beneficial for you. Yeah, so I I don't really have much because this is a very simple project. It's very simple, guys. I like it. I like it a lot. I actually thought about this a while back. I just didn't know you could make a contract trustless like this with no admin keys. You don't have to trust in someone you don't know with the funds pooled. And I mean, what these guys created is really awesome. By the way, the guys who created this, um, Dip Catcher and Gold Key, these guys did this. They're not benefiting personally, like directly from this whatsoever. It's a group team effort, and no one is directly getting any hex or anything from this. They should put up a donation address, and everyone should donate a little something, throw them a bone for making this, because I think it's really cool. And they did this selflessly, and they did it for the community, and you don't see this really anywhere else in crypto, right? So, and they did a really good job, and I like the guys. I like the Dipcatcher or Tonto, I believe, on Twitter. Uh, Again, he made this audit video. He put the code together. He seems like a very smart guy, engineer. He kind of goes into his background, and then there's this 5-minute interview, or not interview, but explanation of Gold Key talking about it. You guys need to check that out as well. And yeah, not sure what else to tell you guys. I like it. Do what you can to get some. And time's not on your side. They'll probably launch in a couple days, and then you have 2 weeks. 2 weeks. All right, guys. The website. Oh, almost forgot. Maximus.cash. It's that simple. Maximus.cash. All right, guys. Smash some likes. Share my videos, please. Please. It's the only way my channel grows. Leave something in the comment section. Check out all the links below. Join the private